things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Callow. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Vols will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Let's go. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team.
Number 12,
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Murphy. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, and their offense has been so hard to stop. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vols!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Hard-hitting tackle. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. Runs through a tackle. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down mark.
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Motion from the wideout. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. Crosses the 30, he's going to wait. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Here we go, here we go. Back has it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They send the tight end in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. He strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. Going right to work up top. Right down the middle. It's good. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Rifles it down the middle. It's picked off. That's number 10. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Looks as if he's going to run it. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. And a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself, in for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He's looking deep. Snags it on the line. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll take another shot here. He's got it on the outside. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that. The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll
give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown Volunteers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Western Kentucky. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off-play action on first down. He lets it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Off the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the left. He's loose. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route. There is no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets him behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Callum. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the Volunteers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but He just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
A run for the quarterback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Ready. Here we go.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll turn to the Wildcats to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do they do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads quickly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And the offense will try to conjure up some magic here with 4 seconds left in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback desperately trying to get it off, and he cannot. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And do you think there will be second guessing about passing on a field goal try? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, It's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Vols look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he's got wheels.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If the quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Here's the pressure. gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Tennessee, 49. Georgia, 21.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're gonna take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Gives it on the option.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way. Smashes through the tackle. At the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Creates a little room. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires downfield. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help.
Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over, jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Sweet cut there. And he's still running after the move. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Trying to get the corner. Runs for the tackle. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Murphy. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that.
He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now facing a third and long. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They punted away on fourth down. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Line getting set on second down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Powers through the defender. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Georgia going up tempo.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. The screen, he can go. Plows through the defense. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. This is a designed run. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running to the left. Across the 25. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, he's going to pass it. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Safe completion on the screen. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires left. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Nice job on the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro. but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 6 over Western Kentucky. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Vols send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right.